Hello, Eric Lalor from Joe.ie. I'm here out in Fingallians GAA club with Dublin legend Paul Flynn. Paul Flynn, it's great to meet you. How are you?
You too, yeah. Great and all good, yeah.
We're here to launch the new Adidas Predator boots. Paul, can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's probably the most important part is they look good, isn't that?
They look fantastic.
I know, yeah, look, they're kind of nearly gone back to the way one of my favourite boots around 3 years ago, and they've got a lot more leather on them, which I like. They've got 2 kicking zones as well, which kind of obviously gives you more accuracy and control when you're kicking it, and any dig out I can get in that, I'll take it. But and the way the laces are placed then as well, obviously the asymmetrical lacing then gives you another kind of, just gives you all more aids in when you're kicking the ball. And like, you know, when we're playing at the level that we're playing at now, you take any kind of 1%, 0.1% or whatever it may be, and you know,
because it's all about the finer details these days with the teams that are so close. There's only just the finer details that separates the big teams in the GAA Championship these days.
Absolutely, yeah. And like, you know, players can be a little bit finicky about some things, and you know, I like wearing the Preds, and you know, I always feel like that when I have them on, I have me, you know, a better chance of kicking the ball well. So that's the main thing, isn't it?
So, so the Leinster Final coming up on Sunday week, we're expecting a rake of points off you then, Paul. Is that right?
I just switched the boots onto autopilot, didn't I? I'm only joking. Yeah, no.
Well, just on that, Paul. Obviously, the Leinster Championship final, football final, is coming up with old foes Meath on Sunday week in Crow Park. And what are your thoughts on going into that match, particularly after seeing Meath and what they did to Kildare in the semi-finals?
Yeah, like I just seen just highlights of the game. I didn't see the full games yet, but I'll have a look at it over the next few days or so. And yeah, they were brilliant. They put in a really good performance, and you know, this is the 3rd year in a row we played in the Leinster Final, I believe. And I think in the last 2 games they scored something like 9-29. You know, and that's 2 championship games, and it's really ridiculous scoring. Like, you know, so obviously we're going to be up against it, and you know, a Dublin Meath game, no matter when it is a great game to be a great spectacle, and hopefully that's what it is.
And usually, I suppose, as you say, with Dublin and Meath, the form goes out the window because it is like a local derby, and there's such rivalry and intensity between the 2 counties over the last few years. Despite Dublin's, I suppose, dominance in GAA over the last couple of years, they won't treat Meath lightly coming into this Leinster Final. Absolutely
not. Like, we won't treat any team lightly in the Leinster Championship or any game we go into, but even more focused on the details again when it comes to Meath, because you know, as you say, the form book goes out the window. It's going to be a battle, 15 on 15, and it'll be you know, it's going to be a big game.
We can see a different focus in the Dublin camp this year. It seems that there's real intensity, real focus on retaining the All-Ireland, something which hasn't been done in a long time.
Yeah, I suppose maybe in 2012 we could have, to a small degree, fell foul of that too, of kind of, you know, enjoying the fact that it was the first time win in a long time, you know, and you don't think you do, but you might just take your eye off the ball at 1%, like, you know, or whatever. But you know, this year we're just focusing on just trying to take every game as it comes, and that's the way we're taking it. And it was the same throughout the league. And we're honestly looking no further than this game against Meath in 10 days' time, or 12 days' time, whatever it is now. But yeah, like, obviously we'll just keep working away, keep taking each game as it comes, and fingers crossed at the end of the year things go well for us.
You've obviously been watching the World Cup at all, have you?
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah.
Have you been enjoying it?
I have indeed. Yeah, jeez, like, there's been some cracking games. Like, the last couple of games have been a bit, you know, but the Holland and Costa Rica game the other day, the extra time was exciting, like, you know.
Yeah.
So
of the 4 teams left, Paul, who's your tip to win the World Cup?
Holland. I'm going to go with Holland because, well, maybe it might be a bit biased because Louis van Gaal now is going to join United, so I'm hoping that he...
I find myself drawn to Holland as well because of that reason.
And Van Persie as well, I suppose, you know. But no, look, there's obviously Brazil, after losing Neymar, and Silva is there as well, like, for the next game. So Germany could be, you know, could sneak through, and then it could be I don't know, Holland-Germany final, and I don't know, maybe. Argentina,
I know.
The top 4 teams are, you know, they're there.
You could argue a case for any one of those 4 teams, really, couldn't you?
Absolutely,
and that's the great thing about this year's World Cup, I suppose. Right then, Paul Flynn, football genius from Dublin. Paul, we're going to have a little kick about and just test out these new Preds and see how good they actually are. Are you up for that?
Cool, yeah.
No great stuff. Let's go. Here we go. Extra technology there.
Nice on, look. That's the one.
Oh!
What an effort.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Yes! That was over.
Was that over?
Yeah, can you do a cartwheel there, please, Paul? Yahoo!
I don't know whether it was over. Hawkeye.
Great stuff, Paul. Fair play, man. Fair play.